Good morning, YouTube. I think I have an owl out my window. Tell me if you can hear. Let's see if you can hear him. Is that an owl? Can you hear it? Is that an owl? I can't tell what it is. I don't know, he sounds sad. I don't know if you can hear that. He sounds distressed. Anyways. Good morning. It is I, Juniper Bloom Mystique. I'm your regular Ascension Master, Master Healer, and Divine Guide. I've definitely been going through it, and you all are probably beginning to feel it, some more than others. They're saying transitional phases. Okay, for those of you who don't know me, again, I'm an Ascension Master. I am the one who brought about the Ascension for the Earth. I don't talk about it. I'm not a light worker. I'm not a starseed. I am a Master Healer and part of the Gods of Time. I activated pyramids. I freed Jesus' soul. And the reason I'm bringing that up today is because there's something that came into my energy today. Those of you who don't know me, I encourage you to watch my playlist. The one who in particular deals with the Ascension. And any other videos on my channel you need. There's tons here. And you will get to know me and it will be mind-blowing. So just a warning. For those of you who do know me and are familiar and know what I did when Jesus' soul was freed, I found out how he died. Okay? All of you believe one thing, but it's lies. He was poisoned by John the Apostle. And the visual, and I also felt him die. I had to process his death, and it took a good 20 minutes of bleeding and pain and misery. He was murdered brutally. But what's crazy to me and what's coming in the energy today is that he was poisoned with bread and wine. John the Apostle handed it to him. I know this beyond a shadow of a doubt. I processed his death. I saw how he died. I felt the pain and I died with him. And then his soul freed and he got a flower in the Garden of Eden. Okay, I have that all on video. 222. If you aren't aware of that, I encourage you to watch my playlists. Okay, there will be a link below. He was poisoned. Okay, he did not die on a cross. He did not die for your sins. He died out of somebody else's sin. Okay, understand? You have been slowly being fed poison. Because what do they do in church? Communion. They make you drink crackers and supposed wine or grape juice. Why would we do that? Why in the fuck would we want to celebrate him being poisoned? You have all been being poisoned. Piece by piece by piece. Okay? And so that's kind of what's going on here. It's like all of the poison is oozing out of your soul. Okay? Each one of you have drank that poison. I don't care where you've come from. If you're alive on this earth, you've been fed some form of poison. Like literally that's how he was killed. Yet in church, we have communion to drink and eat what poisoned him. I will never do that again. Forgive me, I'm drinking my vitamin water. So, that is in the air today. And it makes me sick because I felt his pain. I died right along with him. The kind of healer and the person that I am, when I do the missing person cases, you guys, I feel how they die. I feel the textures they feel in their skin. I experience what they experience. Okay? I know how painful Jesus' death was. It hurt me so bad. It was the worst pain I'd ever felt in my life. And I would not want to die that way. Yet then in church, they all make you sit down and drink and eat what killed him. Something's wrong there, y'all. Something's very wrong there. Okay? And so this is rising in the collective energy at this time. But it is true, too, that all of the poison that you have been fed is starting to ooze out of your soul. Okay? Heavy, heavy energies. And I would be very mindful, okay, but again, mindless, all right? Don't be in too much thinking. It's super important right now because there's a lot of negative pull in the collective whole for a reason, okay? And like big time. Like I want to quit so bad this morning. I'm like, I'm done. My twin flame doesn't love me. He will never be with me. I don't care if I risked my life to wake him up. He still won't come. This is what's been going on in my head today. I want to quit. I want to quit everything I've done. Nobody cares. Nobody cares to see me. This is what's going on in my head. And Spirit's like, retreat. Continue with your commitments. And I'm like, what fucking commitments? I've already done mine. I've already ascended the earth. Whether people get on board is up to them. Because that's how I'm feeling. It's bitter. It's all the pain I've been dealt rising to the surface. Alright? So the reason I'm bringing this up is not for you guys to care about what I'm going through or how I feel. It is a temporary moment, but it's what's rising. Okay? And I did see that one guy talk about tomorrow is 666. 666 is not the devil's number. Please do not go there with that. What 666 talks about is your mind space. Okay? Be very mindful, of our thought processes and our mind space. So Spirit told me I can't quit. You want to know why I can't quit? Because I am a reliable source of information from God, from the divine. I am a reliable source of information. Yet why do 99% of you don't fucking listen to me? Right? Good question. Maybe because not one of you understood the work I was doing. Right? I don't know. That's where my battle is with Spirit. That's where I've always battled with Spirit. Because why would somebody want to keep putting their voice out there when people just don't hear it? Right? Now, this is bitterness. This is an emotion that is temporary and will pass. I have to do my job. I've already survived so much hate from my own twin flame and from the collective whole doing this work. And if I can push through until now, why would I stop now? Right? But there is a lot of negative energy easing out of the collective soul. Because, you guys, we've been poisoned for many, many, many years. You have been fed poison for many, 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 many lifetimes. Okay? And remember, if you choose to ascend and you're choosing to hear the call from God and you're choosing to do the work and rise in the light, you're not only hearing you or healing you, you're helping heal your ancestors too. Okay? This karma clearing, all of that stuff. Like I remember telling somebody at one point, like, you're not just affecting you, you're affecting your whole entire ancestral line. Okay? You choose, out of selfishness, let's face it, to not ascend, you're choosing to not ascend your family line. You choose to clear that karma. You're choosing to help clear your family line. Okay? It is a big deal. But it is heavy. So if you're choosing to heal those things, you think it's easy. That's why people are like, man, I'll be selfish. I ain't gonna do nothing. Fuck it all. I don't need to ascend. They're just crazy. It's conspiracy theorists. No, it's not. It absolutely is not. By the way, you guys, there's a new show on Netflix. And, what's his name does it? Mike Myers. And it is about the, it is about all the shit that's coming undone. It was like amazed. I'm like, oh my god, they actually have this show out there. So yeah, shit's getting exposed on a great level, and most of you are just not paying attention. And then there was another land that, due to drought, came out of the ocean, right? So there's a lot happening that's confirming everything I've told you guys. So you just pay attention. I want to gather it all and put it out there, but I'm like, right now, what do I care? And see, that's what I'm talking about. So they wanted me to pull 3 different decks, okay? We've got the Starseed Oracle, and we've got Lemurian, and then I've got Moonology Manifestation. I don't usually do my Starseed. It's not one of my favorite decks, but they were calling for this deck. Alright? And this is what came out for the message for you all. Star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. Okay. Star bathing. This one, again, you guys, if you know who I am, the workshops that I've done, I activated Christ light. I brought Christ light down, and then I did it, and I had a heart attack doing it. Like, I was not supposed to do it that way. But because of the twin flame mishap, that's how I had to do it. But right now, within your crystalline grid, is Christ light activated. So if you want to receive these things, do these workshops that I offer, that others offer, or for God's sakes, start connecting spiritually. Okay, meditate, connect to the earth, calm your mind. The more you do that, you're going to allow these light codes and light bodies to enter your system, and you're going to rise in vibration because they're there. Okay, and what I'm actually hearing is about 90% of even star seeds and light workers are not tuning into it, unfortunately. It's a big deal, and that's part of the problem right now in the collective whole, and why we're all going to be hit really hard with negative mind space. Right? And so do your part. If you're watching me, chances are you are a star seed or a light worker. Okay? You have a purpose that is greater than just listening and riding the wave. You have a purpose, and it's going to help create the tidal wave of change. So do your part in controlling your mind space. And you guys, even if they want me to say this, okay, because I have to deal with this too. It's like they're telling me don't smoke. Well, fuck, here I go again. I'm tired of this guy controlling my life, right? And that's where I go into it. And they're like, no, Bree. When you smoke and when you do all of these things, you cannot process emotions. So if you're on medications, if you smoke pot 24/7, if you do other drugs, if you drink a lot, you cannot heal. Wait a minute, THC and CBD is medical. Yeah, for physical ailments. However, spiritually, emotionally, and in your chakra systems, you cannot release unless you allow your body to be free. Okay, so you can't be high, right? You can't do these things. And right now, my emotions are so heavy. There's so many heavy things going on with me for the releasing for the ascension. That's all I want to do is escape. I don't want to feel this. I don't have anybody to help me, and I can't really heal myself through it very easily, and I don't want to feel it. I'm going to try to escape, and Spirit's like, nope, 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 you can't do that. And I'm like, fuck. They're like, but you have to heal. So I have to feel these emotions, okay? Is that always pleasant to do? No. I'm being honest with you because somebody has to hear this. Somebody needs to hear this. Maybe we don't always like to feel the emotions we have going on, and maybe we don't always like to recognize that the thoughts in our heads are toxic. Maybe we don't want to see how much poisoning we've allowed into our soul. Maybe we don't want to feel that pain that we've ran from for 10 years or more. Right? It's a big deal. There's a reason why we run from things, because they are heavy. But the worst thing you can do right now is not letting your body process these things. So, if you are on medications, if you like to smoke, if you like to do other drugs, I would recommend never doing other drugs. Because it's going to fuck with you in the ascension. It really is. They are not going to be able to remain part of this earth. I don't care what you think or what you believe, they won't, because they're not of the correct vibration. Understand? This is why it's a big deal with pharma, to get off any kind of medications that rule your life. Okay, I've mentioned this many times over. Because even smoking pot, you cannot allow your emotions to flow and heal. Just pot. So imagine what all that other stuff can do. And marijuana is medicinal. It can help you. But it can also hurt you. Okay, so that's part of the message today. Things that can even be good for you can also hurt you if you're not careful. It is our duty at this time to not only realize that we are purging, right? I've talked about this. We've entered in the great purge. And tomorrow they talk about 666. Please do not go into devil energy 666. That is tainting that number. It is not a negative number. That will highly actually upset me, right? Because you're giving something power that doesn't deserve power. 666 is not a devil number. It is a number about mind space, okay? Meaning, if you want to keep a negative mind space, you will be get negative. If you want to keep in positive mind space, then the only thing that can flow through to you is what? Positive. Okay, and I'm struggling right now because of all the heavy stuff. So we are purging. It is like all this toxicity rising and oozing out of our soul. Not to mention that the mishaps on my journey have left a hole in my soul, and I feel it. And I have to feel those emotions. I have to allow them to rise, to experience them, and to cry them out. I'm literally waking up crying in the middle of the night. And you guys wouldn't know that. But what most people try to do is, oh, this is too much. I want to escape this. I don't want to feel this anymore. We're going to have to give ourselves space to feel these emotions, but to tune into the earth and to use the frequencies that are there for us to do so and to make things better. Christ activated Christ light is literally in the core and in the crystalline grid of your earth. I know, because it took me 4 or 5 workshops to do so. Okay? So it is time for you to allow those frequencies to rise up through your body. As you do that, you're going to allow muck to be freed. And does it get emotional? Yeah, it can. But if we try to escape those emotions, we're in trouble. Allow yourself to feel them, even the heavy ones, because, my friends, they're temporary. They're absolutely temporary. 666. See, I told you. It's all about mind space. And that is tomorrow. Especially, but it's in the air. Okay? Okay, because see, again, we have empathetic starseed, absorbing what's not yours. Alright? Very important here. That's why it's also very important for our vessel to be clear at this time. Alright? That's why I can't do anything. I cannot allow anything into my system that's going to let me process emotions, because we are dealing with a lot of things that are not necessarily ours. But when they get in our head, we can make them our own. Okay? Be careful not to absorb what's not ours at this time. And I feel like if we're on substances, you're going to do that tenfold. Okay? Not to mention, you guys, negative entities will attach to you through substances. This is not a joke. I've had a few attack me through my twin flame because he liked to party and things, and I was smoking at that time, and I wasn't supposed to. There's a lot I've learned, okay? Even alcohol has a negative vibration, and you can get attachments from these things, okay? And right now it's super important to have the energetic sovereignty, to know what is your energy, what is not your energy, to be able to discern what is right and wrong and what you want to hold on to and what we need to process through. Because that's what the purge is about. But these negative energies have a tendency to take over. That's how they entrap souls. That's what happened to somebody I know. And it can happen to any of you. Does that mean be afraid? No. What is fear? Fear is a low vibration. You're in control. You're in control, my friends. But what we do is we take on what's not ours to take on. And our compass gets turned the wrong way. Trust me, I know. Okay, so are these energies heavy? Yeah. But is there blessings to be grabbed onto in every way? Yeah. Alright? What are we focusing on? What are we allowing to overcome our bodies? And are we allowing these heavy, heavy, heavy purging energies to process through, or are we trying to bottle them up and not allow them to bubble up? Are you trying to keep others' shit to be yours? Because you're feeling it in the collective whole. I've talked about this many times over. The collective shadow, the individual shadow. You are feeling both. What is yours and what is not yours at this time? And should we ever get stuck in, oh, I failed, oh, I did this wrong, oh, I did that wrong, oh, I don't like what I did in this? No. Don't do that. Anybody who's successful does not get stuck in their mistakes. A master does not sit there and focus on their mistakes. As hard as it is, I'll have to sit there and go, no, this is not mine. This is not for me to hold on to. I must push this through no matter how hard it is. And that's why Spirit calls me mahogany. Because I've literally taken lightning strikes and survived what I should not have survived. So I know how hard it can be to allow some of these thoughts and these feelings to surface, to push them through, and to discern, are these mine or are they the collective wholes? I can choose to tune in to the star bathing energies, to the high frequency light codes that are available to me right now that will help me help the collective soul. Because each one of you, if you could tune into that crystalline grid and allow yourself to rise in these Christ light activations, you will help the collective soul. Okay, just like I kept trying to tell you, hey, if you do my workshops, you're going to help the collective, not just you. Okay, we're helping everybody around us, including our ancestors. But you're also clearing shit that is not yours. And it's heavy. Okay, this is a great purge, and we've never done this before here. This earth is very dense and very heavy, and there was a lot of trauma here. We are all feeling that to some degree, depending upon how connected you are. So be mindful of that, okay? Then we have the 7 star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, and expression. Birthing creations, tapestry of life, and expression. The 7 star sisters. Somebody tried to say I was a part of like this group because of my hair. If you look at that painting, that is me. This painting was done right after my awakening, before I understood anything that I was or was going to do. And the person that did this didn't know how to decipher that message either. She just painted my psychic reading. Okay, so that's what you're looking at. And my hair is super long. My hair is really like that in real life. Okay, and there is this group of sisters that all have long hair, and even doctors have told me, what kind of hair do you have? It's too like blonde to be that long. I'm like, you tell me. Right? I'm a strange breed. But there are these sisters. There are these sisters. There is this there is a call of energy beings that are bigger than all of you. Okay? And we can either try to support them or to support negativity. The choice is yours, but it's right in front of you. And right now, what they're talking about is it's more important right now to express yourself than ever before. We must be willing to express ourselves at this time more than ever before. Because as we purge these energies that might not be ours, some are ours, some might not be, new light, new activations, new ideas always come following behind. Okay? So never think, oh my God, I don't want to feel these energies, it hurts, I'm going to cry for 3 days. But it's going to end. It's never permanent unless you want it to be. Okay? So keep that in mind. Everything must change. When we release, we ascend. That's what it's about, my friends. If you're not willing to heal and release, you can't ascend. Period. And right now on this earth, it is not the earth they once knew. And I've told you guys this many times before. It's like now the choice is you are staying or you're not. Like you're either releasing and healing and ascending, or you will separate. Possibly from people we've always known. Yeah, it is possible. That's why it's important to go where you need to go, despite others' judgments. Because right now, judgment is not something we want to focus on. This is Judgment Day, my friends. What is Judgment Day? Is that God going, oh, you fucked up. Oh, you fucked up. No. We all make mistakes. It's about what's in your heart. Okay? And our mind confuses what's in the heart. So are you overthinking? Or are you realizing that we are energetic beings trying to purge some energy, some that's ours, some that's not ours? I'm going to do my part to rise my frequency, help the collective whole, tune into these light frequencies that are Christ light activated in order to raise the vibration, because we all work together to create the beauty of our reality. And it is time to express, to birth new creations, and to express who we truly are, and to get ready to rebirth your new reality. Okay? So be very careful where our mind goes. It pisses me off when everybody's like, oh, we can't speak negatively. Oh, everything in love and light. Everything is in love and light? Yeah. But in this lifetime, is it normal? No. Okay? If I'm sitting here saying if you don't move, you could die, guess what, my friends? I'm not trying to scare you, but it can be true. I have said this before. Okay? A simple anchoring in of the wrong light could have killed me, and it wasn't me doing it. It was my twin flame. You guys don't understand how important these transitional phases are of the earth. They're big, and they're hard to understand. They're hard to mentally fathom. And so right now, that's why discernment is so very important. It's very important to realize, is this mine? Is this part of the collective whole? Do I do my job to purge it and then tune into frequencies to help raise the frequency and realize we are all creating our future? We truly, truly are. Okay? And now I hate talking. I hate talking. I'm like, God, if somebody who's supposedly supposed to love me thinks I'm crazy, I don't want to talk anymore. That's where I'm at. It sucks, doesn't it? That's been part of my journey. My twin flame journey. So don't give a fuck what others think about you. Do what you need to do. Don't get lost in judgment, because it can take you down. Alright, you guys. So what this is truly about is we are purging energies that are ours and that are not ours, right? We are doing it for the collective soul. It can be very heavy. It is super important to not focus on those, because some of them are not even yours. We've got to allow ourselves space to feel them. So do not do things to run from them, try to avoid them. We must feel them and let them rise. Throw them into the earth, let her transmute them. Tune into the earth, and its frequencies have activated Christ's light. Now they are letting me know that only some of you can receive amounts of it, right? Everybody can receive some, but only certain beings can receive certain amounts. If you are riddled with medications and drugs, you're blocking everything. Okay? It's very important. There's a Spirit's message today. Do not shoot the messenger. And then there's great, so this tapestry, this one, the sisters, is truly talking about we are creating our future, and we need to all do it together. Okay? If we try to be... So our fake world was built off of division, and the new world cannot be. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So we must do the purge together, right? If we're not all willing to accept the purge, then it can muck it up. Okay? It becomes harder. We all need to look at the fact that we are a community, and we need to all do our part to purge and to rise. Are you doing your part? Or are you too worried about judgments and what others are going to think of you, and taking on shit that is not yours to take on, and not wanting to feel these things, so we're going to run and hide? You guys, the choice you make will determine how easy this transition is for you. Because, again, new blueprints, okay? New blueprints. This one goes with this one big time. Just like I said, we are effectively, all together, creating our new reality. New blueprints, right? My twin flame and I were supposed to change the blueprint of love. And that got mucked up, unfortunately. Okay, so there is some out of balance going on. But this truly is about a new earth, a new world, a new way of doing things. We must allow our hearts to be open and our vibration to rise. Our collective vibration is what we need right now. We need it tenfold. Because most people are either afraid, they like to numb shit, and they like to worry about being in judgment and not express themselves freely. They're not tuning in and receiving what we need to receive. Because as somebody once told me, just because there's light codes and stuff going on, it doesn't come down and just come to you. You must put yourself in a position to receive it. Just like I told one of my coaching clients before. which I don't know if I'm going to do that ever again, by the way. What I told one of my coaching clients before, okay, is if you're not constantly tuning into your connection, you will not be available when there's something for you. Does that mean there's something every day for you? No. But if you're not strengthening that connection, keeping your heart open, which is why Spirit was on me, because I was closing down completely. Because I'm tired. I've been hurt really bad, and I'm supposed to be okay, even after all I've gone through. And they're like, nope, stop, smack, smack. You have to be open. Because if we're not open, if we close down because of pain and because of trials and tribulations, good can never come through. Alright, so in this collective purge, it's important to not get stuck in that collective soul purge energy. It's very dark, it's very yucky, and it's all over the place. I can feel it tenfold. It's trying to shut my heart. It's in me. I can feel it. It's all over the collective. And that's what that guy's talking about, 66666, which is all just about our mind space. What does darkness like to do? It gets in our mind. Keeps our vibration low, because the more we allow that space, the more it grows, the more it can use our light. Okay. So, as we are purging, we are birthing the new earth. And we must keep our vibration rising. Don't focus on the muck, just breathe it through. We don't need to sit in it. Let's just release it. And then raise our vibration for the collective whole. Okay? Full spectrum. Okay? It's about getting a full spectrum. We've always been in a veil in this earth. Alright? That's what they're also telling me here, is we were in a veil in this earth. You did not have access to everything, to all abilities, to all thought processes, but now you do. We've never before on this planet had access to all of these things, but now we do. And that's also why we're going into light body beings. Okay, I've already begun doing that. I had to go to Sequoia National Forest, actually, to release what didn't serve me, to become my light body self. And I will only do that in my monthly membership. Okay, so if you haven't joined that, I recommend you to do so. Because I am honoring these gifts and these abilities and these things that are happening to us. And I hope you guys do the same. Because it's very real. And it's like looking God in his face and just saying, ha ha ha, I don't believe you. And I won't ever do that again. Full spectrum. Okay, it's about getting a full spectrum of what is happening, what is going on, but also allowing your body to become everything that it's meant to be, that it was always supposed to be. When you came here, things were shut down, things were cut off, and we were taken from the reality of who we were. We came here blind. And we did that on purpose in order to grow in love. That is the purpose of life. Finding real love, unconditional love. Growing back into what love should be. And unfortunately, it takes many people many lifetimes to get there. Okay? And so this is what that's about, you guys. But this is a big deal, because what I'm talking about here is we are purging in order to get here. And it hurts like a son of a bitch at times. It can. I'm feeling it tenfold. I feel it before the collective. Not only that, is I'm also purging for most of the collective. And what Spirit is right now telling me, which pisses me off royally, is about 90% of starseeds and lightworkers are not doing their job. They're not even tuning into the frequency of the Christ light. So anybody who watches my channel, I ask you to do the work for all of them too. Become the starseed and the lightworker you're meant to be. Tune into the crystalline grid and accept that Christ light. Come into the full body being that you are. Awakening. That's what those DNA activations are, you guys. You can't become something you aren't already. It's not like we aliens. I'm coming down as an alien and I'm changing you. Nope, they're doing that to you with the V. And with all those GMOs. I'm bringing you back to the innocence that you truly are. God's light. God's world. God's light and God's world. Okay? So this was an Ascension message. We need you all. This has been one hard journey for me. and I could use some help. And if 90% of stars beings and light workers are not doing what they're supposed to do, that's scary. I see a couple of them doing it. Oh, that was another one. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle went on talking about Hollywood and how corrupt it was, a live audience, and that was broadcasted. And then also, and I've told you guys before, celebrities are going to start coming out. We need a couple celebrities. Drew Barrymore was supposed to be one of them. I still have yet to see her do it, though, like she's supposed to. Instead, we had Dave Chappelle do it, and Mike Myers. He came out with a new show. I want to show it to you guys. I don't know if it's on Netflix or if it was Hulu. I have them all, so I forget sometimes which streaming stupid device it's on. But when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, this is real. And he gets on there and he's talking about some fake group, right? He does use real names, but like, you've got to watch it. I will try to find this and show it to you guys. Mike Myers does it, and he plays about 5 or 6 of the characters in there. And like, it's like real stuff is coming out now. You guys are starting to see this shift. What's fake is starting to fall away. We're purging it, okay? 5:55. And what's real is starting to rise. And people like Mike Myers and people like the comedian actor I told you about just a minute ago, they are speaking their truth. Okay, Russell Brand has been for a minute. He had his awakening when he sobered up. I love Russell Brand. I didn't used to, but I do now, right? So these people are the ones who are speaking truths. They're ousting them. It's all out there for you guys to see. Okay, it's not a freaking conspiracy theorist anymore. It is starting to happen exactly how I told you it was going to happen. Open your eyes. The proof is there for you all to see. Okay, Mike Myers. I wish I knew that. What the hell is that called? I have to look it up. I watched it. Let me see if I can't. Hang on. Give me a second. I'm going to see if I can't find it. Because I want you guys to, like, you don't have to like the show or watch it. It's just proof that of what I've been telling you. So you've got actors going out there now creating new shows about this stuff. Okay? Oh, yep. So it is on Netflix. I'm going to show it to you guys. Okay? What's it called? Hang on. Go back. So it's the Pentaveret. It's this one. The Pentaveret. Okay? It's Mike Myers. And it's funny as hell, you guys. He gets on there and he talks about Illuminati.
A lot of wiggle room, huh? I'm afraid not. You know, I think he'll take the key. Nah, I bet you 100 work units he takes the pill. What will be choice? Will it be key or peel? Come on now. Okay. I choose. To accept the fatality. The ascent has been uttered.
So basically it's about 5 people who control the whole entire earth, and this guy has been manipulated into joining, and they told the world he's dead so he can't re-enter society, and now they're like, you choose, take the pill or the something. Just like I told you this morning, it's like, why at church are they making us take what killed Jesus, you guys? That is what killed him, is the bread and the wine. He was poisoned. It was through the bread and wine. It was both. Because I remember when it came to him, like, eat and drink. He ate and he drank. They were both poisoned just in case he didn't take one or the other. And yet in church, they make you, in communion, drink the grape juice or the wine and eat the fucking cracker. Why do they do that? Okay, you guys got to check out this show. It's everything I've been saying to you. And Mike Myers does it. It's funny as hell. But this right here, like, you would have never been able to do this before without fear of losing your whole world. Okay, they would have taken you down. They would have killed you. That's just the way it goes. Mike Myers would have never been able to do that. Dave Chappelle, okay, he recently went on and had a live show where he talked about how corrupt Hollywood was and what was really happening and what was going on and why he kind of, what everybody called, lost it, right? He had this time frame where he just kind of wasn't normal. And he's telling why. Okay, these are awesome. So that show is called the Pentaveret. Pentaverate? I don't know. See, we can't see it again. The Pentaveret. I was surprised as hell. I'm like, oh my god. And then another one that makes sense is the one about the Dead Sea Scrolls. Okay. And so I'm just showing you guys, there's all kinds of stuff actually coming out. It just depends on what you're awake to, what you're paying attention to. I've told you 1,000 times over, okay, it was going to start to be seen in Hollywood. They want a couple more of these cards too before I'm done. Alright, but that's a big deal, okay? And in there, they're like, you better choose to take this, but they made it to where he couldn't leave. He couldn't go back in society. They told everybody in society that he died trying to lick his own asshole. That's the show, right? And so he's like, I choose to go back to my life. And they're like, you can't, you don't have one. We already told everybody you died. This is what they do. You think it's been so great. We are now purging all of the shitstorm, my friends, okay? And so I would encourage you, cleanse your body out for a day or two. Does that mean you can never have fun? You can never drink? You can never smoke? No. Let's do our part. Let's cleanse our body out. Let's allow the emotions to flow. Let's change the negative thought patterns into positive ones, because it's really heavy in the collective whole, okay? So we must focus on positive, 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 positive. And you know, it's the first time, like, I almost want to cry, and like, I wish Pamela was still around. She didn't judge me when the twin flame thing came, because I need somebody. So again, please love each other. Be there for each other. We are not supposed to be alone. Alright, so there's a couple of these. Let's see what they have to say. I'm also making it to where I won't work with anybody. Like, I won't allow anybody to work with me if they haven't gone through my coaching. But I don't know that I'm going to do the coaching anymore, you guys. I don't know. I've learned a lot of lessons in doing this. And, you know, I just don't know that I'm going to do it anymore. So, my future's changing. And that's why Spirit's like a little mad at me. It may cause a tower moment, but at this point, I'm like, yeah. And maybe that's why Saint Genevieve was like, where's your passion? It's been chewed up by my own twin flame. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what's coming. You guys just got to bear with me a little bit more, okay? Because again, do I want to focus on that? Do I want to solidify in negative energies? No. No, I do not. I do not want to solidify anything in negative energies, okay? That's why it's super important. I have to be able to purge these, okay, for the collective whole. Alright, let's see what else this has to say. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Okay, again, I cannot reiterate this enough, you guys. Speak your world into being. Okay, we are creating a reality every step of the way. Speaking our world into being, okay? We are continually speaking our reality into being. Alright, so be mindful. Whatever you're speaking of is creating a reality. So I have to be very careful, because my heart is filled with just sorrow. That's also the collective purge, and plus the healing and the ascending that I'm going through. In order to ascend, we must let go of all pains, all darkness, all wounds. It happens for you, okay? It just is what it is. But my friends, in that we must know our worth. Know our worth. See, here's the thing. If you had somebody who had all these gifts, wouldn't you want to know what they have to know? Know your worth. I didn't know mine, and I let everybody take mine away. I kept giving my power away because it was really, really hard for me, right? To be that powerful, to have all these gifts, and people being jealous of the place I came through. They were so jealous of the fact that I could do everything. And so I was trying to hate myself. I spent the last 2 years trying to hate who I was, trying to tell myself I'm crazy because my twin flame thought I was. All of these things. It's important to know your worth, because then nothing can get in your head and tell you otherwise. Okay? We must empower ourselves. Right? It is about becoming who we truly are. And do you think there are things on this planet right now that are not pissed off at the fact that I won, even though I should have died? They're not pissed off that they have to leave this planet? Yeah, they are. So you don't think that they're going to continue retaliating on their way out? Have you seen all the school shootings? I've warned you guys of that. I've warned you guys about large crowds. Is it about fear? No. It's about the fact that we can't hide darkness anymore, right? It's going to come out with a vengeance because it's being purged. So, do you want to be in fear? No. No. Create your reality with our words. Speak into the light. Do your best to feel better. I'm going to have to work my way through these heavy, heavy emotions, and you guys can do it too. If you're not feeling them, good on you. Keep your vibration high and help others. But right now you have an option. You can help the collective soul and the collective whole. Remember, Christ light is in the core of the earth and it is in the crystalline grit. In order to receive these light codes and things, you must just be open. If you got healing to do, it will block you. Yes. Just heal it. Okay? There are people like me all around that will help you. Okay? Speak your reality into being. So maybe I shouldn't be, he doesn't love me, he's never going to come, now I'm alone, and now what am I going to do? What is my point of putting my word out there anymore? People didn't listen to me, now people chose not to ascend, we got attacked. I don't want to focus on that, and neither should you. You see what I'm saying? There's major heavy energy. Okay, that's what tomorrow's about, 666. It's in our mind, okay? So it's really important for us to speak positive. I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am full of light. I am connected. I am right where I'm supposed to be. I am standing in my power. I am loved. I am seen. I am heard. I am beauty. You guys don't seem to like it when I do these ascension messages. But I can only give you what Spirit wants me to give you. And I will speak my truth. This is not like every other lifetime where, we can try again next lifetime. You won't have it. Not to come back to the earth and what it was. It is no more. You either ascending or you're starting over. So right now, the earth needs our help. Raise your vibration. Because more tower moments are continually hitting because of the imbalance from the DM. We need to keep raising our vibration. Raising our vibration. Let's start speaking beauty. We are beautiful. Our earth is free. We have full power. We no longer have fear. Everybody deserves water, electricity, internet. You, me, Tom, Dick, and Harry. And it shouldn't cost us a dime. New blueprints of love and light, unconditional love, where judgment doesn't exist. Where we all deserve to feel beauty and warmth and healing and light. And absolutely have fun from time to time. I'll pass the bowl. I don't care. It's a new world, my friends. A new world where truth matters. And what must leave is heartache and despair. So do your part. Do your part and know that our bodies are going through major changes in order to become the full spectrum of the beings that we are. And the earth is going through the same thing. I've already done all of this work for 2.5 years, you guys. It's heavy. The great purge is like we are right smack dab in the middle of it. But Spirit also says, have no fear. Fear is not light. There is no reason to fear except for that fear itself. Okay? This is an empowering message. It's giving you the tools of what you need in order to transition through these phases just right. Okay? Some of us will feel this purge more than others. Some of us tune into other people's thought process more than others. Okay? And I'm attached to somebody who's going through other healing. And so that affects me as well. So I have to constantly pull that into the light. It's heavy. It's hard. I'm tired. So help me, you guys. Tune in to that Christ light. Raise your vibration. Don't be afraid to show your light. Because we need to change the blueprints. The blueprints are changing. We just need to get on board. and allow our full body, our full being to change with the changes of Earth, because they're going to. And we can choose to make them smooth and beautiful and connect into the higher vibrations. That's your key. As hard as it may be. Okay? So much love to all of you. Please, again, do not shoot the messenger. And check out that show. It made me laugh. I'm like, oh my God. There's never a time where Dave Chappelle would have been able to go on talking to you guys about how corrupt Hollywood was. Or a time where Mike Myers would be doing that show on Netflix, by the way. Like a major conglomerate for everybody to see what has been happening to you. There's not many people left on this planet that if they open their eyes cannot see the truths that are right in front of them. And my friends, Spirit is saying you have no choice. It's time to wake up and enjoy the ride, or get off. Okay? Find your tribe. Your tribe is what you need. Our tribe is what we need. Speak your reality into being. Be careful of what we say. And mine went way negative today. Like, I'm done. Everybody doesn't listen to me. My twin flame hates me. He's never going to come. This is what I've been saying. It's not good. But that's what is hitting me hard today. And then I'm like, I just want to smoke. Can I just get out of this? And they said no. So maybe they're not easy to always look at. Maybe it's not easy to always process and be like, wait a minute, is this mine? Hey. Just like that card says, is that mine? Or is this somebody else's? And maybe we have disappointments that we don't like. Let's change them. Let's speak our reality into being. Okay? So much love to all of you. We will see if I get any dislikes on this one too. Until next time.